This is the video log of Dr. Zarek. I am the Vice Chief Scientific Research Officer aboard the USS Auriga Deep Space Research Facility. We are currently in the process of preparing patient number 3 for surgery. He is currently unconscious, but has some kind of alien creature attached to his face. The first 2 colonists unfortunately died in the process of attempting to remove what has been eloquently named as facehugger from their faces. The facehugger is a spider-like creature which hatches from an egg. Whilst we are currently doing more and more research on the creatures to further understand them, what we can so far confirm is that they have very finely tuned, well-developed self-defense mechanisms. Upon trying to remove the facehugger from patient 1, the facehugger coiled its tail around the patient's neck. Unfortunately, this led to the asphyxiation of patient number 1, and he died due to lack of oxygen. In the second instance, for patient number 2, we attempted to cut off the digits of the facehugger, thereby, in theory, being able to remove it from the patient's face. Unfortunately, this is where we realized that the facehugger has some kind of concentrated molecular acid for blood. Now, we have a third patient here before us, and we are going to try a slightly different procedure. I am going to attempt to use liquid nitrogen to freeze the tail and the digits of the facehugger. Hopefully, I will be able to remove the specimen without damaging the facehugger, and of course, without damaging the patient. So, let's see how we get on. So you'd say the mission was a success then, Captain?
Roger that, sir. We currently have all remaining surviving members of the LV-426 colonists on board dropships. All but 3 of them have survived.
That's very good news, Captain. How long until you get here? Well, General, the pilot tells me we have about 72 hours before we arrive at the USS Nostromo. Very good, Captain.
General, some of the men have been asking me about contamination procedures, as several of these colonists are clearly infected with some kind of alien parasite.
Incoming communication for General Perez.
Don't worry about that for now, Captain. Just follow standard procedure, and we'll sort out the rest when you arrive. Over and out. Hello, this is General Perez.
General, it's Chief Scientific Officer Richter. I was hoping to have a moment of your time, if possible.
Yes, Richter, go ahead.
Well, we have something that we'd like to show you, down in the research facility.
And what exactly is that, Richter?
Well, General, I really think it would be simpler if you just came down here and saw for yourself.
Richter, the last time you did this, I climbed 16 flights of stairs to your science facility, and what did you have to show me?
Well, it was a major scientific breakthrough.
It was a snake.
It was a baby xenomorph. How could you possibly...
Alright then, a baby alien snake. Now listen, I'm not about to waste another hour of my time coming to your...
General, if I may.
The creature that you saw last week, the snake as you called it, well, it's grown, and it's grown quite significantly.
How significantly?
Look, I think it's simpler if you just come and see it. We need to make some decisions, and we need to make them now.
Alright, Richter. This better be good. I'll see you in 20 minutes.
General, I think that was the best call ended.
I'm sick of dealing with these science quacks. This better be good this time, or I'm gonna have Richter running laps around the canteen till he passes out.
Welcome, General Perez.
Either those stairs are getting steeper, or I'm losing my fitness. Space is making me soft.
Ah, General. So kind of you to make it.
Enough with the pleasantries, Richter. What is it you brought me to see?
Well, you're standing right next to it.
What? Whoa! It's enormous.
As I said to you, General, it's growing quite rapidly.
I don't understand this. That thing burst out of the chest of one of those first surviving colonists. It was the size of a small snake, and you're telling me it's grown to the size of a dinosaur in less than 7 days? How is that possible? Is that glass secure?
Don't worry, General. We have planned for every and all eventuality it cannot escape.
I thought these things were meant to be the size of men when they are fully grown. This thing is huge. What exactly is going on here, Richter?
This isn't a normal Xenomorph, General. This is an alien queen.
An alien queen? What exactly do you mean by that, Richter?
General, if you'd allow me to explain.
You better start explaining, because I'm about 2 seconds from blowing that thing out of the airlock and into deep space.
General, please calm down and let me explain. If you blow that thing out of the airlock into deep space, you're going to throw away the greatest bioweapon opportunity that we as the human race have ever seen. And I think you know what the Weyland-Yutani Executive Board will do to you if they find out you've done that.
Oh yeah? And what's that?
Well, if they don't put you in prison, you'll probably be peeling potatoes as a private for the rest of your military career.
You're always the calming voice of reason, aren't you, Richter?
Well, I do my best, General.
Incoming communication for General Perez.
What is it now?
General, this is one of the pilots speaking. We have a small situation arising here. There is a small drop ship currently entering our trajectory. If we don't do something, it is going to hit our ship in the next 2 minutes.
You've gotta be kidding me. We are operating out here in unregistered space. There shouldn't be another human being around for millions and millions of miles.
Unfortunately, General, what I've said is true. Please could you advise how we should proceed? Upon scanning the ship, there seems to be one human on board who is deep in cryosleep. He could have been drifting through space for some time.
General, if I may.
What is it, Richter?
Well, he's a humanoid, he's in cryosleep, and quite frankly, we need test subjects. Why don't we bring him on board and introduce him to one of the facehuggers, if you get my drift?
Richter, you are sick. I'll give you that. Alright. Send a salvage crew on board, see what you can find. If you can get him on board without waking him from cryosleep, great. If not, wake him up, bring him to my chambers tomorrow.
Of course, General. We will update you as things progress. Over and out.
Call ended.
Richter, before I leave here, there's something I wanted to ask you. Last week, I remember there being 3 of these snakes from the first few colonists that had facehuggers on them. Those things that burst out of their chest. I can't believe the experiment was a success. The General and Richter are going to be very pleased when they find out I have saved not only the colonist, but we have a live facehugger as well. Now, where on earth did I put my journal? I'm sure I left it with the logbook in one of these rooms. You there, Private Smith, have you by any chance seen a logbook lying around anywhere? Good evening, Dr. Zarek. No, I cannot say that I have. If I come across it, I will certainly let you know, however. Thank you anyway, Private. I shall keep looking. Is it over here? No, that's not it. Aha! Where have you been hiding? Huh? Whoa! Hi everyone, Mallowsaur here. Well, I hope you liked the video. Hopefully it wasn't too scary. As always, please, if you haven't already, like and subscribe, and I will see you next time.